The X-Wing is arguably the most iconic starfighter in Star Wars. It has had a lot of appearances in media and has probably gotten the most attention from LEGO compared to all of their other sets. They've made 28 different models of the X-Wing, and that is about to be 29 with the release of the X-Wing vs. TIE Fighter set releasing in just a few days. What bothers me is that they haven't actually been able to get it quite right. Many MOC makers out there have tackled the challenge to make an accurate X-Wing, and quite a few of them have done very well. There's only one problem. Most of these hyper-accurate builds have either had a ridiculous piece count, or they have some strange, obscure pieces that are really hard to get. I took it upon myself back in October of 2023 to make my own X-Wing that would find the balance between functionality, accuracy, piece count, and availability. According to my own standards, I think I did fairly well. If you take a look at an actual X-Wing compared to one of LEGO's X-Wings, you'll see that the neck part of the ship is supposed to be more angled on the sides, and the front nose piece is a lot closer to the width of the neck. LEGO's model has a very blocky neck, and the nose is way too thick. They did a lot better with the nose on the 2021 model, but the neck issue was arguably worse. To fix this, I took some long 1x tiles and some 6x2 wedges to more accurately fit the angling of the neck. I did this by connecting these parts to the body with ball joints. The nose on my X-Wing is basically flush with the neck, which is a lot closer to accurate than LEGO's models. LEGO's X-Wing models have another large problem. Next to the cockpit on the body, you can see that LEGO's model is virtually flat. I fixed this by adding some 16x4 triple curve wedges in white to either side. This kept up the look of a more angular design. Behind the astromech port, there's supposed to be a lot of greebling. Most of LEGO's recent models don't capture this well, if they even capture it at all. This is usually because this is where they keep their mechanism to open the wings. I changed this in my model by moving the mechanism to the back so that I can include more detail. The only problem with that is that there's also supposed to be greebling at the back. This led me to make the mechanism look as if it were part of the mechanical design. In my opinion, LEGO's X-Wing has only two advantages over my model. The first is that they have the wings open on LEGO's version a lot more fluid than mine. This is probably due to the opening mechanism being moved to the back. The second advantage is that the wings on LEGO's X-Wing come together completely, while mine is left with a gap. This isn't too much of an issue to me, but it will definitely be fixed in future versions of my X-Wing MOC. Now that we've covered everything, it's time to rate my build. I've updated my MOC rating system to 100 points instead of 50, and it has 10 categories instead of 5. The categories are stability, accuracy, sleekness, scale, detail, functionality, availability, part usage, piece count, and cool factor. This is how my X-Wing ranked. Stability was an 8 out of 10, accuracy was an 8 out of 10, sleekness was a 9 out of 10, scale was a 10 out of 10, detail was an 8 out of 10, functionality was a 9 out of 10, availability was a 9 out of 10, part usage is an 8 out of 10, piece count is a 10 out of 10, and cool factor is an 8 out of 10. This would give it an overall 87 out of 100 or a B. I hope you enjoyed this review. If you did, like the video and consider subscribing. It really does help me out. See you in the next video.